drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah. Too bad, gotta deal with it. Some of y'all too big for your britches. How's about a high five for the good girls and the good guys? Come on, too bad, gotta deal with it. Some of y'all too big for your britches. How's about a high five for the good girls and the good guys? You know who you are. I made this diamond plated, taking the Morgan Wallen in an elevator. I'll be turning on you like a generator. I'll be the greatest that you ever hated. Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moved.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And off we go from North London. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Open man downfield. It's Addison. And he will score. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his third touchdown catch this year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. 20 will mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's what he... Offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Sanders now to the air right away. He's got a man, the tight end, David Njoku. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking will take a hit by the end of this one.
And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On play action, Shedeur. Open man, and that's Tillman. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Cleveland. Again, it's Sanders. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 9. Sanders to Judy. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. To throw again is Sanders. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Redmond. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. the ground is Mason. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
Well, I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now a handoff. Jones. He is out of bounds. He's going to mark him at the 24-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Minnesota.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. His pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
So after 1, 7-0 is our score. More from the International Series in London after this. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. They'll put Addison in motion. A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check out.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, set. Run, rolling, cutter.
They'll put Addison in motion.
Let's go.
On third and long, here's McCarthy. He'll find Jefferson coming across the field. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. On fourth down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Got it. Ready? Go. Ready.
They go play action with Sanders. A short one that is caught by Sanders. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's complete on the tight end screen. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Nice game.
And this is going to work out. He's got it. The first down at the 38-yard line. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to London, England after this. So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Shador. He finds Judy on that one. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 11. It's a Browns first down.
Go.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
65. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the gun, it's Sanders. And that is incomplete.
And it was really the lack of production on first and second down that put them in this hole to begin with, Mike. So I think going forward, more execution on early downs, more efficiency. Don't wait till third down to convert for a new set of downs. Be aggressive on those first and seconds and take the fight to the defense.
And pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Ready? Go.
They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the sideline and pulled in by Jefferson. 2nd and inches. Now McCarthy. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And 3rd down coming up.
And the defender does such a good job, like not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, he could be more than a seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ooh. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Sanders will throw it. Callahan, good job coming back for the ball on the completion. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. His guys have a 1st down. Throwing again is Sanders. Here's a screen set up for Judkins. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Sanders going to throw again. Forced to his right. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
His kick is perfect. And the Browns are on the board. It's now 10-3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. He takes a big shot there on that return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Moving to his right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Give him 16 there, and a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, a give to Judkins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Ready.
It's going to be third. They need 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
Go! Bronco 80. Ready.
Fourth down. Here's Sanders. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
On the jump. Let's go. Tap to 60. Tap to 60.
They'll put Addison in motion. McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. That's caught left side by Hockenson.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 5. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air once more is McCarthy. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be taken down. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Throwing again is McCarthy. Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. That's the safety, Greg Delpit. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Second and
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Steady up.
Now, Sanders. Left side, he's got Njoku. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end,
He gets free inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. The kicking team up for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 19, Tiger. 19.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Mason to start the 4th. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. They'll put Addison in motion. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
So that's a big first down conversion because, Mike, as you take a look at the game clock, if they play this right, not only do they put themselves in position to score here to win this at the end, but they also can leave very little time left for their opponent to try to go down and answer.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Right here down the field with fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. This is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And it losing, and now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
70, Timberwolves.
A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in, and that'll go down as an incompletion.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
The Giants set up the tight end screen. And it's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 15 on that game. First down, Cleveland.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
18 Cardinal, 8 Cowboy, 8.
Judkins now on first and 10. Not much happening there, just a short game. So, just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
They run it once more with Judkins. Open space to the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The extra point is good. And the Browns go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. They'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Mason. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's going to be close to another 1st down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
As as the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He's got his out target to Addison. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
McCarthy gonna look to throw again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 20 yards on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings first down. McCarthy. To the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll try again here. It's second and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's swung out to Mason. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. Here's McCarthy. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. That's the second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, we're trailing late. Got to let it fly. So wind up a turnover on downs.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
And starts with a run by Judkins. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. So it's a win for the Browns. It'll be a long but happy flight home as they earn the victory here in London. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from London.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag,